Hi everyone, welcome to Double Disasto. My name is Topaz, and the handsome man sitting beside me is Mike. Today, we are doing something very exciting. We are playing our first game on YouTube, and to tell you all about that game is Mr. Mike.
Welcome, everybody. So, Midnight Evil, from what I can understand, it seems to be kind of like a FNAF.
Which is going to be really bad for me.
Then there's also like an extra layer of like you have to read these pages. So we got to set up to be narrative mode instead of listen. So we're actually going to have to read while it's happening instead of just hearing it and then I guess reacting to it. I think it's kind of like a FNAF clone. It's pretty high regarded in Steam, so we're just going to get into it.
So hopefully those of you who are watching will enjoy it, especially if you're a part of our Disasto crew. Here's looking at you, Chelsea, Knowledgeable, Scarso, and Chaos.
Alright, so we are in the menu right now. We're going to go in and set it up for listening mode. The player must be able to listen to the story as it... Oh, no, excuse me. We're going to be narrative mode. Alright, you want to go ahead and, since you're going to be doing the narrating.
Okay. The pencils have all been used.
Seems to like that. So let's go ahead and get this going.
All right. As the clock approaches midnight, William Crinkle was fast asleep. Look at little William.
Good little William?
I said look at little William.
Oh.
He never listens.
Tonight
was different, though.
Probably ate a lot of eggs.
He woke to a strange sound coming from the attic.
Don't check it out, child.
Stay in bed.
Never check it out.
Hide under your blanket.
Look at that little creepy gremlin.
And look at that staircase just leading up towards
okay with
the
that.
door.
It's the creepy gremlin.
I've always been afraid of staircases, especially when they would creak. I would always be scared I'd fall through them.
As he climbed the stairs, he felt something. Okay.
So...
we see a chest or a box or something. He had never seen this chest before. His short little index finger kind of creeps me out.
He found Jumanji.
Just an innocent book. Tonight his life would change forever. And then we go to Nathan Sanders Presents Midnight Evil.
Bum, bum, ba.
I'm excited.
I'm a little nervous, but...
you're good. So basically what's going to happen is that Topaz will be the narrator of the book, and I will be controlling the mouse for the looking around, so...
hopefully we don't mess it up too badly. All right, So we're in our room. We have little stars and moons.
That's pretty good. I used to have those when I was a kid.
Little lava lamp.
A little candle, some license plates, some posters with some toast.
Oh, is that a ghost? Oh, no, that's toast. I thought it was a Ghostbusters poster for a second.
It has like the do not symbol.
Yeah.
Everything does. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Open up book.
Long before the first humans stood upright and took their place in the world, there was a beautiful land that was ruled by what many would come to call the Fae. These ancient beings were worshipped by humankind, but still were also feared. Humans were right to be afraid, for there were many different creatures that lived in the darkness, watching us, waiting. Most were harmless enough, amusing themselves by causing mischief and playing pranks on humans that crossed their paths. However, some had more sinister intentions. The Earthling, for example, have developed a liking for the taste of human children. These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill. It was an unlikely tragedy for my people that we decided to build our village here, right in the middle of the Earthlings' territory. We have lost so many of our children over this past year. There aren't enough tears in this world to weep for their loss.
That's easy. Nothing happened.
All right. Thankfully, though, my grandmother taught me well in the ways of my druid ancestors. I may not be able to kill the little beasts, but I was able to work out a spell that binds them to this book. I can only hide it.
What was that?
There was a sound. Was that ball there the whole time, like under Mr. Toast?
Yeah, that ball was there.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
just gonna go back to our little book here.
We're going to find out that there's demons inside this book.
Of course. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls into the hands of a child.
Too late. Okay.
I always feel like a gremlin's watching me. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're probably good.
Okay. If you are reading this, know that I'm truly sorry for the demons that have now been passed on to you. Opening the book will have awakened them, and if they... Opening the book will have awakened them, and I'm sure they will be ravenously hungry. Once the book is opened, you must read it out loud from beginning to end in order to return them to their magical prison. Be watchful.
Okay. Just checking.
Be watchful. They only attack if you don't see them coming. Most importantly, once you finish this book, keep it hidden so that no one ever opens it again.
Oh, why are we closing it?
WIGS-FM.
Gotta listen to some tunes.
98.7 Game Talk.
Game talk. I can't
Hello,
move or anything.
darkness. My name is Nick Gloom.
Hi,
It's
Nick.
just me tonight.
No, it's
As
not.
you guys know, we answer game questions and talk tips and tricks.
That's cool.
Well, Nate usually does. I don't really play most of those games.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's get to the phones.
Excellent host.
All right.
First caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
I'm wondering, how do I beat the final boss in Terminator Destruction?
How would I know that?
Up,
I
up,
don't
down,
know.
down,
I'm
left,
stuck
right.
here working for
ABA.
crap money.
The
I still
Konami
can't afford
code.
to buy new Atari games.
Oh, Tori.
A
Would you
Tory.
like me to page Nate?
Yes.
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing.
Oh, just
Oh,
standing
God.
here
I'm
looking
working
at the
here. I don't
radio
usually
is
come on
making me
radio.
freak out.
Hey,
Like,
we can't move it or anything right
I
now.
don't have as much of a
you know
bedside
that
manner
that
as
feeling
Nate
you get
does.
when the hairs on the back of your neck
it's
stand
totally
up because
fine.
somebody's like too close
I bought
behind
a new
you?
basic book,
Oh,
I got
I'll
that
go
right
which
now.
is
with
the programming language for
No, he's not.
Atari,
He's
since
in
I
the
can't
hall.
afford to buy my own
Damn.
Atari games.
We're doomed.
And I'm working on my own homebrew game. The pending title is Evil Midnight,
Oh, jeez.
where I'm
Ah,
not sure
got
what
it
you're going to have
backwards.
to do yet, but I think it's going to be a horror game, and it's going to
just
be
got
at nighttime,
darker.
and it's going to be evil.
Did it?
Yeah.
Basically, you would do something all night, and then
Do
you would
something?
win.
Oh,
Alright.
you
It's
win
kind
right
of like
there.
working here.
So
I
can
try
we
to keep my head
sleep
down
all night?
but
Maybe?
Janet asked me to go on the air.
Like,
And
if
I'm
we're a
always
kid,
getting
can we
asked to do
sleep with our
stuff.
parents so we don't get eaten?
No,
The more
we're
stuff
too old for
I get
that.
asked to do.
You're
the
never
more I
too
get
old for
anxious
safety.
and panic. It's a
BS.
vicious cycle.
Safety
Is this
first.
some kind of life lesson? I just want to play Terminator.
Here's the thing.
I love the commentary.
Okay. Doesn't seem like anything's changed.
Is there any? Oh.
All right, book.
All right.
Chapter 1.
Little Maggie O'Brien was the first children. Yeah. Little Maggie O'Brien was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them, 12 children in all, decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Frantically,
Yep.
dude,
I hear breathing. Okay. Try again. So, I need you to read a little quicker. Just a little. I don't like that son of a bitch.
Okay.
That hairy little freak. All right.
Why don't you look around real quick, because we took a minute.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
Look around.
What's happening? What's happening?
You have to look around.
I'm looking. There's not a lot to look at.
Okay.
We were like stroking there for a second.
We were scared. Okay, little Maggie Oberon was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise, sensing no danger because there were so many of them. 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. As they all searched.
I didn't like any of that. I don't think.
Fine. Little Maggie O'Brien was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them, 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. As they searched... Why don't you look around for me?
Okay, maybe you gotta read a little slower for it to catch it, or like to...
Okay, you just got to be quick with your mouse work.
Well, it's not highlighting it, so it's not picking you up what you're saying.
The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise, sensing no danger because there were so many of them. 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound.
Oh, you little creep.
Ooh. All right.
Is that just going to stay open now?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, you just want to like turn the book a little bit.
Yeah,
and, like...
just turn it over there. Okay.
Okay.
Listen.
As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Frantically, they began searching for their friend.
I'm hearing rustling.
I know, like little feet.
Okay.
Frantically, they began searching for their friend. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek.
Oh, no. Where you at?
Oh. Okay. Nobody's here.
Okay.
Just gonna read my story. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek. Her big brother, Colin. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek.
There you go.
Her,
Sad check. This is very picky about your voice.
her big brother, Colin, insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her.
I'm checking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sun sank low in the sky and the forest grew dark. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found.
I heard footsteps. Where you at?
Okay. Doing good so far.
Okay.
Right. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found. That's when everyone lit torches and spread out through the woods calling her name.
Ah, you're so slow at that last sentence. Oh! Music changed.
Okay.
Please read quicker.
That's when everyone lit their torches and spread out through the woods calling her name.
Okay. Where you at? This reminds me a lot of Face Your Fears in VR.
A little bit.
Just being in a bed and just waiting for a little freak to come and get you.
Good old golly.
Oh, look at that. Like the little nightlight over there?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the hairy little weirdo that we're hiding from. All right. Ready?
All right. The little girl's mother sobbed desperately as we all inspected every corner of those woods in hopes of finding her. Her brother kept...
No. Okay. I don't know what they're beating. There's like a drum outside or something.
I really hope this story isn't as big.
Put your headphone on. Like completely.
I really hope this story isn't as big as Harry Potter.
Well, good. At least not the fifth one. Go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. I'm her big brother, he said, rubbing his eyes. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. It's not your fault, Colin. I assured him we'll find her soon, and she'll be no worse for the wear.
Okay.
We'll find her soon, and she'll be no worse for the wear. You know what I dislike about the reading part? You'll read it like 2 or 3 times before the computer decides to let you accept it.
Yeah, you gotta give it a second for it to actually register.
And that's like the one negative. All right. He nodded, forced a smile, and we all continued looking. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. Or rather, what was left of her, which wasn't much. We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite hair bow that day. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness. Just look. Go look.
You were faster. Go.
We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite hair bow that day. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness.
Perfect.
Poor Colin tried to tell us then. He said that she had been...
Oh, no. Oh, you creepy little... No! We looked at him. We're
supposed to look.
Yes.
You're supposed to look. They can only kill you.
I looked.
If we don't see him coming.
His little furry head was there.
I'm taking a drink.
I need you to read quicker. There's probably 40 chapters in this book.
I need you to understand that this is challenging enough without that pressure.
Pressure on. Oh my God, we gotta start from the beginning.
Okay. Chapter 1.
Read!
Little Maggie O'Brien was the first the children had been playing in Hoggins Forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them, 12 children in all, decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Frantically, they began searching for their friend. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek.
Nope. Checking it. See anything?
No.
See anything?
No.
See anything?
I see you freaking out. Her big brother Colin insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. The sun sank low in the sky and the forest grew dark. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found.
Get it? Okay.
That's when everyone lit torches and spread out through the woods calling her name.
Where are you at? Okay.
The little girl's mother sobbed desperately as we all inspected every corner of those woods in hopes of finding her. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. I'm her big brother.
Oh, I heard you breathing, you little hairy freak.
He reminds me of the little booger monster from the Mucinex commercials.
Kind of, yeah.
Just peering at you.
Alright, I think we're safe.
Okay. I'm her big brother, he said, rubbing his eyes. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. It's not your fault, Colin, I assured him. We'll find her soon, and she'll be no worse for the wear. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. It's not your fault, Colin, I assured him. We'll find her soon, and she'll be no worse for the wear. He nodded, forced a smile, and we all continued looking. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. Look around.
It's all about that breathing.
It might be the breathing, but I hear little feet scampering about.
Yeah, they're running around. Alright, go for it.
Or rather, what was left of her, which wasn't much. We were sure.
Oh, what are you doing?
Go back in the closet.
Is that closet or is that outside?
I think it's a closet, because the other one's a bathroom.
Oh, that's a bathroom?
Or wait, no, maybe that's a hall? I don't know.
Alright, so both of our doors are open. Do we got a vent or something they can come through?
I don't know, but I feel like they're going to pop up
Yeah,
from the
now
foot
it's
of
just
the
going to be
bed.
a mad dash to us. Okay, go.
Right. We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite bow that day. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness.
Please read faster.
It won't register if I do. So I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath and count to 10.
Never.
I believe in
Go.
you. Poor Colin tried to tell us then. He said that she had been covered in what he described as little green
What?
men.
Did they cover him?
Did he? How could he have seen it? You know, he
read
sucks
it.
as a big brother.
Read it.
He said that she had been covered in what he described as little green men.
Nope. 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 We're looking. It's okay, dude. Okay.
One of them's gonna pop out of that box. I just have this
This one
feeling.
right here. I'm
yeah,
sure. I'm
they're
sure.
gonna just
Something's gonna
pop out.
here. Maybe out of here. And I bet one of these drawers.
And then the two from the bedroom and the bathroom, they're all just gonna poke
You
their
think
heads
there's more
up.
than one? Or is
I
it just
do.
like one freaking with us right now?
I think there's more than one because she said she was able to capture the little beasts
Yeah,
in the
sure.
beginning. So there's
All right.
got to be more than one.
Continue on. See if we get chapter 2.
They were fat and green, he stammered. With bright glowing eyes, they were biting off bits of her skin and flesh.
My bad.
With bright glowing eyes, they were biting off bits of skin and flesh. No one believed the lad. We all attributed the horrible ordeal.
Oh, you little freak. He gave him that drawer. That was a note before, I don't think. Where'd he go? Okay.
We all attributed their horrible ordeal to a hungry wild animal. Of course.
Nope. This is a really good horror game.
Yeah. I'm
This is
like
a
sitting
really-
on pins and needles.
It's just a really interesting mechanic. You have to read. Like, all it is a mouse.
It's not even like a point and click.
Yeah.
It's just
No, you're just looking. Okay, ready?
yeah. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Scooping up what remained of little Maggie, the townsfolk set to work preparing for her funeral. We had no idea the horrors that lay ahead. I thought to myself how strange her wounds looked.
Ah!
Hi, you popped out of the box.
Oh, so I actually have to put the little dot on them, I think.
Oh,
Like, just having them in the field of view doesn't count. I think I actually have to put the little dot on them.
taking a
And
drink
that
break.
dude burped like our dog. Look at that poster. Saws.
Yeah.
It's
And Otori, like Atari.
Yeah.
But
it is.
Otori.
It's clever.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, you ready?
Yeah. I couldn't help but think back to what Colin had said about the little green men. It made me think of the stories my grandmother used to tell me. She said that our druid ancestors spoke of tiny creatures that lived long ago in the swamps and marshes surrounding our lands.
Nope. Oh.
Oh, goodness.
I think he's under our bed, or he's shriveled up. Okay.
The Urklings, she called them. There were 3 tribes, each being their own breed of evil. One tribe, I recall, she said, were green and fat. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Music's changed a little bit, but
I don't.
has that light always been on over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fan.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
like,
what the hell
they're
happened to our
climbing up the
stars?
ceiling.
Okay. I think we're at the end of this chapter.
I'm not gonna lie, that flower thing, I kind of thought were like 2 little goblin hands just right there,
Oh, I
like
yeah.
chilling. Ooh.
All right, finish the chapter. Something
Okay.
surely is going to be good.
Okay. We didn't live near any swamps. Surely the boy's mind was playing tricks on him. Besides, the Urklings weren't real. They couldn't be.
Where you at? What are we going to do? Can't move? All right. All right.
So that was chapter 1.
That's how we ended the chapter, with a fan? How many chapters are in this game? Oh, the doors are closed again. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to try reading?
You want me to try reading?
You know, doing both.
I can try doing both, I guess.
If it fails miserably, I can take over the reading
All right,
again.
I'll
I
try
just want to
one
rest
chapter.
a little
We'll see
bit.
what happens. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just as anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Colin kept to himself. I don't think it likes my voice.
Okay, I'll start.
Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just as anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the
Look around,
grieving
look around,
parents.
look around.
What do you mean?
I heard.
Shit!
I heard it. I was
didn't
like,
hear.
look around, look around, look around.
That's a lot harder reading and trying to listen. Try that one more time with me reading.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay.
Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just as what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Come on.
You gotta
Yeah.
pay attention to the script stuff.
I
Like
know, I'm
it has
only
a
reading one
period.
ahead. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Colin.
Would you like me to take over the reading?
Colin kept to himself. Everyone is.
Oh,
Oh, what was that?
a green thing.
Data block 94 PR achievement. Okay.
I shall read.
Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. Oh!
Okay.
After his sister had laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. After his sister had been laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. After his sister had laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he... After his sister had been laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. After his sister had been laid to rest,
I'm gonna need
I
to do that
came
faster.
to ask him how he was doing. After his sister was laid to rest, I came to ask him how he was doing. After his sister had laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. Oh! I don't know if I messed up reading. I'm going to finish Lisa Page. Alright. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of the two, and said I really saw them, the little green monsters. My heart ached. He looked up to me. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of the two. And I said, I really saw them, the little green monsters. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of the two. And I said, I saw them, the little green monsters. It worked. Do I just gotta yell at it?
I think maybe the book took pity on you. It's like, oh, maybe he doesn't read often.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't know how to read.
Oh, my tummy.
My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy.
Try reading the wrong words.
Why?
Just to see if it'll work. If we
My
were
butt ached when I put on boy. It did work.
I laugh.
My heart
So
ached as I
hard.
put my arms around the boy. I kept telling myself that I'm seeing his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. I kept telling myself that seeing his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. He was just in shock. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. I kept telling myself that seeing his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. He would...
It was taking it. You did good. You read a page.
He was just in shock. The stories of the Earthlings were the only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all.
Look around. Okay.
The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all. The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That
Look
was
around.
all.
Look around. I keep hearing skittering. Okay.
The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all. The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all.
I'm laughing so hard you made me snort.
The first thing my grandmother told me about the Earthlings was that there were 3 tribes. The green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. She said the green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. The green ones had round bellies and piercing good eyes.
You said good instead of blue.
Oh. The green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. The green ones had bellies and the green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. She said they could be heard if you walked deep in the swamp at night. Oh, thank God. You can take over reading.
That hilarity hour brought to you by Topaz. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only as flickering lights through the trees. Okay.
No. They're gonna come on the ceiling eventually, aren't they?
I know. They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only...
The dog's freaking out right now.
Yeah. And it's not recording my voice either. They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only as tiny flickering lights through the trees. They were the least lethal of the three tribes, but every bit as evil. Alright, so far, when we have our little goblin scares, we've seen just green men with blue eyes. Right?
Yeah, but they might all have blue eyes. How is the scary goblin's belly? Because apparently they have a round belly.
I mean, it says they have a round belly, but thankfully we haven't gotten close up and looked yet.
That particular tribe has a round belly.
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
The red ones were more temperamental and even faster than their green cousins.
Oh, no. Don't say
They
that.
didn't sing or dance.
Oh, look at you.
It laughs like a pig snorts.
So the red ones are quicker.
Oh.
So we got to be like really on top of it. All right.
All right. They didn't sing or dance around campfires, and their celebrations were a bit more gruesome. They prefer to eat children from the inside out.
How is that even possible?
Maybe they're small enough that they can go down your pipe hole and then they just eat you.
Can you explain exactly
Yeah.
the location of a pipe hole?
It would be through your throat and down into your tubules.
Oh, okay. Continue.
It was even thought by some that they were only red because they were stained by the blood of their victims. Fiery red bristle-like hairs.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! Was
That
a
actually
tiki
looked like a
man kinda
tiki
thing?
man, yeah. Like,
Was that supposed
like
to be a red
just-
one? Was he red?
it was kind of like humanoid looking almost. I think I kind of prefer the green ones so far, based off of the two gremlins,
All right, you weirdo. I don't know why you prefer that.
because they have pretty eyes. It was blue.
Okay, let's continue.
All right. Fiery red bristle-like hair sprouted from the tops of their heads, and their glowing yellow eyes seemed cold and calculating.
No, don't. Oh, there you are. There you rah. I know.
Okay. The pale Urklings were
Oh, maybe that was the
in
pale one.
another class altogether. They had white skin and wild.
Oh, where are you at? I don't see him. Or it, whatever it is.
Oh, I'm so tense right now.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I still like this nightlight. Perfect.
They had white skin and wild, untamed blue hair that flowed out in every direction.
Where are you at? Okay. I don't think they're going to do it on the page turns. Specifically because you
turning
probably
the
expect
page.
people to immediately page turn, just look around. All right. Ready?
Okay. The most unsettling thing about them was that they had no eyes at all,
That
and
was
yet
a- that was a
they
pale one.
somehow were the most keen and efficient killers of the three, grandmother said.
No. We're looking. It's okay, boy. Okay.
Grandmother said that their long, wiry hair could somehow sense the presence and locations of children.
Damn.
Grandmother
moved it too
said
early.
that their long, wiry hair could somehow sense the presence and locations of children.
No. No. Oh! Where were you?
At the foot of the bed.
Did you see him?
Blue, yeah. But I thought you got him because you already looked in his direction. But I guess the little thing wasn't actually on him. So, thus far, what do I like about the game? I like that it actually gets you tense. Like, as you sit there and read it, you kind of get tight. Or I
It's
get
a
little
lot
tight.
harder to do. Reading and looking around.
Yeah, I bet.
It's a lot harder.
Because you're focusing on one thing and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you have to be aware of something else.
All right. Do you want to call it or do you want to continue? It's been about 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's give it a little bit more. Or call it.
We'll call it. So I assume it's going to continue. Oh, is it not going to continue?
We'll find out. Click play one more time.
Is it really going to start from the beginning and then continue or anything?
We'll see. Maybe you have to click options.
Okay, it keeps it.
Okay.
That worried me a little bit. All right.
Options.
What?
Wait, what does it say? Oat.
Don't worry about that. All right. Thank you so much for checking this out. We will be back probably the next day after this thing's uploaded with the next part. And we will see if we can make it past. I don't know how many chapters we're supposed to be reading in this game.
Join us again to see more Mike scares and more Topaz hysteria. Until next time,
Yep. Please
Bye.
remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you guys later.
see ya.
Bye.